Our brains are limited, the world is vast. Yet we as humans have done a fairly good job of using our small brains to do some pretty amazing things. We surprisingly don't get completely overwhelmed by all the information available, and we've managed to make correct, or at least sufficing, decisions with fair regularity on our way to greatness. To accomplish this amazing feat, we've developed an uncanny ability to create relatively simple models of the world around us. These models funnel all that vast information into more manageable categories. And once categories are in place, we make sense, or at least what makes sense to us, of our environment and manage behavior accordingly. This modeling process is innate to us because we are constantly deciding that some things are good and then that certain other things are better. From daily activities to managerial tasks like hiring and firing to life and death decisions, we prioritize among an array of almost equally good choices every day. Yet if I ask students, clients, friends, or complete strangers to tell me their prioritization models for decision making, they can't tell me. However, if I take this one step further and give them some general categories, they can immediately place their goods in a pretty clear priority order. In surveys and interviews with over 3,000 people from more than 20 cultures, it appears there are 8 big categories of goods on which we make decisions. Because we array our decision-making bins as some arrangement of these 8, most of the major decisions we make will fall into one of these categories. They are life, which is health, nutrition, having children, staying alive, nature. Stability, which is routine, safety, rule of law, predictability. Relationships, society, nation, community, workplace, family, and friends. Growth, material well-being, economic success, and gainful employment. Joy, that's entertainment, fun, sports, beauty, learning, and amusement. Belief, religion, spirituality, higher powers, and a cause, or even something like honesty. Individuality, which is ownership, privacy, voice, recognition, or dignity. And equality, rights, sharing, and fairness. And every individual's ordering of categories is almost uniquely different. We did a survey of 2,000 people in the United States, and 1,750 had completely unique ordering of these 8. In other words, only 250 of the 2,000 shared their priorities with at least one other person in the survey. Some of the most important conflicts in human history have been over how to prioritize the 8 great goods. The American Revolution, Cambodia's killing fields, religious revolutions from the Protestant Reformation to Islamic jihads. Even our most current conflicts are really about prioritization. There's a raging debate in the United States about gun rights. Those who support policies of unfettered access to guns cite the goods of individuality. It's my right to defend my property. And stability, defense, enforcing order, and upholding the United States Constitution. Those who support gun control tend to make arguments about life and relationships. I don't want my loved ones hurt by random gunfire. People on both sides of the argument can and do agree that all 8 of the goods are truly good things. But when these goods come into conflict, some people choose one good over the other. In the process, because you prefer a different good thing than I do, I may come to believe that you are evil, and our decision-making process grinds to a halt. If, as a society, we were to agree to a prescribed priority, there would be less conflict around issues like gun control. As Americans, we always hear about life, liberty, which is individuality, and the pursuit of happiness, or joy. But what if we decided that those would always be prioritized in that order? There would be a lot less conflict. Many of the lawyers and half of the congressional debates would just go away. For instance, if we all agreed that life is more important than individuality, or liberty, we would probably have to support gun control legislation. But if we decide as a nation that individuality is our greatest priority over life, then our gun laws should remain unchanged. Throughout history, The decisiveness of a great leader, the unambiguous strategic direction of an excellent company, perhaps even the strength of unusually focused countries can be attributed to the consistency of at least the highest level priority of great goods. With a clear decision-making hierarchy, a choice can be simply made, with much less need to debate, to dither, or to delve deeper. Groups that can move quickly and decisively get the same kind of advantage that makes our individual intuitive decision-making process so universal among humans. Understanding the 8 great goods and the priorities of your nation, organization, and your loved ones will help you to get through conflicts with deeper understanding and more willingness to compromise. And when the dust is cleared, you might even like each other.